going to happen there?
All we can do is see.
It's going to be a wait-and-see game. There's Larry Baker chiming in again. I mean, Larry, will you let the chat line go for some other people too, please? I mean, you're hogging it up. But Larry Baker sits there and he goes, I'm not a huge Smoke fan, but the bigger hit to the fans is not being there. And he's right.
Yeah.
The series just took away from the fans in the show. It doesn't make much sense to me. It's kind of like, it'd be like Willamette Speedway saying, oh, Joey Tanner, you're going to go run the Lager Cup down in Cottage Grove and not be at our race? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed in
Right.
Victory Lane.
The permissions, yeah.
I don't know. It's one of them things.
That is true.
We'll get her figured out. That's for dang sure. But I know we're going to have a lot of things going on this show tonight, folks. Even with the absence of Jerry Schramm being here in the studio, we are going to have a few more things added to the schedule. It's kind of one of those late-breaking, rapidly evolving situations here in the studio. So we're going to take our first commercial break right now, come back, regroup, and I'll tell you what, we've got some breaking news out of California. We're going to share with you guys right about the 8 o'clock hour mark. You're going to want to stay tuned for that because I'll tell you what, you're not going to hear it anywhere else first, and this is going to be for all you guys down in California. This is something you're going to want to pay attention to. So we'll be right back with more Northwest Dirt News here after a quick word from our sponsors.
Do you wake up in the morning in a slump? Looking for a new career or change of pace? Well, let Northwest Trucking Academy be your source. Dave Stahl and his team of highly experienced instructors will give you the skills you need. Whether you have no idea what the brake pedal is or you just need a refresher course, Northwest Trucking Academy will give you a customized training program to meet your needs. In as little as 4 weeks, you can be on your way across the country with your new career. Located on Highway 99 in Tangent, Oregon, Northwest Trucking Academy will get you ready for a new, fast-paced, and highly rewarding career. Give them a call at 541-248-3461 or look them up online at nwtruckingacademy.com. Classes start the first Monday of every month, and don't forget to use promo code MOXIE. That's MOXIE, and receive $100 off your tuition.
Jetstream Aqua Massage, located in the Heritage Mall, is your answer for the relaxation you've been looking for. Our massage beds will help you with stress, anxiety, increase circulation, muscle tension, improve sleep, pain reduction, decrease muscle spasms, increase your range of motion, and help with the everyday aches and pains of life. And at only $1 per minute, we'll save you time and money. 20 minutes in one of our machines is equal to 1 hour of traditional massage. We have gift certificates available for the perfect stocking stuffers. All TENS units are on sale now, and don't forget your BioFreeze. Jetstream Aqua Massage. It's not just a massage, it's an experience.
Corvallis, Newport, Lebanon. Let's put the care back into car care. Your locally owned Corvallis, Newport, and now Lebanon AAMCO Total Car Care is here to serve all of your vehicle's needs, from transmissions to tune-ups and everything in between. People who know go to AAMCO. For more than 50 years, AAMCO has built a legacy of trust and expertise. Our Corvallis, Newport, and Lebanon service centers employ the latest technology and the expert technicians who will diagnose your repair and fix it right the first time. Then, back it with a nationwide warranty. This is why AAMCO has become one of the most trusted names in transmissions and is one of the fastest growing names in total car care. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free. Have a classic? We service them as well. If you've been to the track, you've seen Team AAMCO. We're here to service all of your car care needs. Our Corvallis store has held the prestigious Presidential Award 2 years in a row, so we encourage you to check out our online reviews. You will see our focus is customer service and quality repairs. You can find us on the web or call us 541-757-1223 or 1-800-GO-AAMCO.
Now back to Northwest Dirt News from the AAMCO Total Car Care Studio in Corvallis, Oregon, live on Spreaker Radio.
I don't know what it is about that song, but I always end up getting jacked up.
Yeah, you do.
It's one of those things your heart gets pumping and you're like, okay, here we go. We're ready to bust some knuckles and have some fun.
As much as I always want to say, oh, we should update it with something else, it just sounds good.
It does.
It does.
And that's the fun thing. Corey just chimed in. That guy, he loves this show so much. Even when he's not feeling well, he's sitting there in his recliner in his fuzzy slippers and with his curlers and his hair.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was watching the Olympics.
He's trying to multitask.
Uh-huh.
We all know how well that goes.
He can't let the kids drive by themselves, huh?
No, absolutely. Well, he's talking. We're talking about Tater here, and Tater's only like 11, 10, something like that. He's a young one, but he chimes in and he sits there and he's talking about that World of Outlaws discussion. He's more hot than we are about it. He's sitting there and he makes perfect sense. It makes zero sense as to what World of Outlaws is thinking with they're cutting their own throats. They're trying to strong arm drivers into running that particular series. In the long run, those star drivers are going to run other series like Tony's. Really bad business decision, in his opinion. Fans who've supported this series for decades will be the ones who really, really are the ones that are disappointed. Moves like that are what put an end to the series.
Here's the thing, and I don't want to get off topic of dirt racing or anything like that, but even in an NHRA, there's a TV show, Street Outlaws. I'm sure some of you have seen it. They street race. They were going to pull all their NHRA licenses because of what they do on TV.
Why?
Because they didn't want that the people to be influenced into encouraging street racing in lieu of NHRA racing. It became a huge topic. All these big organizations seem to like to give and take. And I watch, I'm an avid drag race fan too. And they're taking away classes. They're changing rules. I mean, it's unbelievably ridiculous. I hate to say it, this T-shirt incident, comparatively to some of the things going on in other organizations, is almost nothing, even though it's frustrating and it's hard to even grasp why.
Well, it's the tip of the iceberg. You really think about it. What else are they going to push on these drivers? You have to run our entire series to have your T-shirt trailer there?
Yeah,
you miss one race, you can't have your T-shirt trailer there? That makes absolutely no sense.
If I was at a race and Tony Stewart was there, I would want his T-shirt. I mean, I'm just being real. I mean,
think about what happened when Tony Toast brought Matt Crafton up with him. If Matt Crafton wanted to have a T-shirt trailer there, do you think Jerry Schramm's going to sit there and go, no, you can't have it, you're not running our entire season?
That's right. He knows he's smart with that way.
He is an intelligent businessman and knows, hey, this is where we're at. This is what direction we're going.
Yeah, and it's almost like they were trying to strong-arm him into doing something he didn't want to do.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
It does not make any sense at all. Oh. Now you're getting me jacked up.
There we go.
Now, I just want to I want to ask the World Outlaw guys, what are you thinking with this whole decision? What's your plan here? Is there a rule? Is it your policy, or are you just picking on smoke?
It's really hard to say, but
you gotta love it. So what's going on around your shop, Dom? I know you guys you got 3 or 4 big cars, and then you've got all those little guys running around there. Are you guys staying ready for race season yet?
Yeah, I haven't been to the race shop myself, but what I hear in the mornings here, the AAMCO team, they've been obviously getting the modifieds ready, engines ready, Dakota, Sean's car ready, some of the Hornets, except for mine, I haven't done anything to.
Why?
Well, I just haven't had time. I've been working on the truck. But I do know the big thing that Mac has been working on is the car that Mac and Rod built in the 1980s, the 69 Chevelle. They had found the car after not having it for 35 years, and now they're restoring it to actually be a competitive street stock car this year. Mac has went through just crazy lengths to make this thing just everything it could ever want to be. I just seen it, 2 weeks ago. It was just amazing the amount of stuff over the years that gets welded, tacked, weight, everything that gets put on those cars. And he had to cut off, and I know they're right now having a front clip put on it. You got a rear end housing. He's got everything going back together. It probably won't be done for the beginning of the season, but I know sometime mid-season, hopefully it'll be back I really want to see it in its black and red, and most people remember it as the 04. They used to race it on the asphalt and then the dirt track. It was not a big deal back then.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you look at what Mark Howard did back in the day. He had the same car.
Yep.
He'd run it at Lebanon one week, and then he'd go run the asphalt, run it in Lebanon on Saturdays on the dirt, and then on Sundays he'd run it on the asphalt.
Yeah, and this is when they lived in Eugene, and it wasn't anything to drive the car to the track. They'd drive it to the track. Then, like I say, they'd take it to Willamette. It's been everywhere.
Well, we know a couple drivers that drive their race cars to the racetrack. J.J. Irvine.
Well, it'll be me, too, because I live that close.
Dom will be another one. Who else have I seen do it? I think I've seen I can't remember if it was Mikey driving it or if it was Tony Breakhall driving it. But I know
Wow.
that 13 car's been on the street, which a lot of people don't realize. You can do that,
Yeah.
but you got to be very careful and make sure you follow the law.
Yeah, well, I'm just real excited for Mac and Rod this year and the whole AMCO team, but that car was really special to them, and I was glad we were able to find it and able to put it back to their car.
That's good.
Yeah, that car is real special to them. So
And it's race cars like that have a special place in, your memory bank. I mean, I know one of my buddies, he has a special place in his heart for one of his old modified chassis, and he would love to get his hands back on that car and hang it up in the rafters because of the history that it has with him.
well, it was quite neat when we went to go make sure it was the car. We looked at the transmission. It still had Rod's name stamped in it. Every little thing was still there.
Really?
The cylinder heads they did back then, everything was the same. The block had been replaced, but not the heads, the intake, everything like that. The valve covers they custom made, everything was still there. And I just remember Rod getting in that car and getting to hear it and saying, I can't believe it. He just says, I remember that rivet, I remember that bolt, I remember everything. And it had been 35 years since he's seen it last, so it was quite moving for me to see him like that. It was neat.
Well, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure the old guy had a little bit of a tear.
Get a tear out of Rod. I don't think that's going to happen, but
You never know. I'd be more scared to get a tear out of Mac.
yeah, there you go.
I mean, because Mac's one of those guys that he doesn't tear up that often, and
He's one of the best guys at heart I've ever met.
he might have a little bit of a rough exterior, but I'll
Yep.
tell you what, he is the nicest guy when you actually get him talking. And
Well, look what he does for everybody on this team, him and Phil. I mean, they make it so everybody can race and have a good time. They don't have to let a lot of people race Hornets and do these cars. They do it because they want to, and they want to grow the sport. They always have. And you talk about a good bunch of guys that really care about everybody. It's them.
it really is. Oh my gosh, my computer is blowing up right now. I have so many things. I can never get away from work. What is up with this?
What's going on at work?
Work is just absolutely crazy right now. Everybody's getting that last minute cram session so they can get their race cars ready. I mean, you think about it. Our first practice at Willamette Speedway is on the 7th of April. So we're encroaching in on 7 weeks right now.
Yeah.
We've also got practice middle of March down there at Cottage Grove Speedway with opening night down there, I believe, on the 24th of March. Opening night at Willamette Speedway is the 14th of April. But I'll tell you what, that's not deterring guys. They're still wanting to do their builds right. They're wanting to get all that stuff done. And like I told you earlier, I left the shop, and I've got 2 guys in there, actually 3. We might be up to 4 now, all turning wrenches and throwing parts. It's fun watching the racing happen in the shop because, we've got that big TV screen up in the shop, and, we took a cue from Corey over at Jetstream. He's got a TV in there, and he's always playing old races, and we've got races going on, and it's fun to watch the guys walk in, not just the guys that are working in our shop and driving for us, but also the fact that racers come in, they'll walk in, and they'll see a race on, and they'll be like, I remember that night. This is what happened. It's constantly a revolving door of like you're talking about.
Yeah, but you also have a whole new, not necessarily team, but you have a whole new program here.
The program is all coming together. We're in the process of finalizing some of our sponsorship deals right now, which are going to be fun. It's also a lot of work.